Tommy Robinson, thank you for joining in on CNN News 18. What's your Sunday protest in the UK hoping to achieve for Iranians? Is it time for the diaspora community of Iran to finally stand up, given we've seen Iranians in New York having rallied in support of Iran's national revolution?
So it's not my protest. I'm not organising it. I'm literally going as a supporter. I'm going to show solidarity with the brave and fearless people of Iran. Now, in Britain, because a lot of people say, what's it have to do with Britain? It has a lot to do with Britain because we helped put the Ayatollah in, as did the West, America. We have dirty hands. It's time to correct a historical wrong. That's what I believe. And it's time to stand with those brave, fearless people. For 47 years, they've lived in slavery. I've kept my eye on Iran since the start of my activism. Iran's very different to Afghanistan, Iraq, for the people who are trying to equate it with that situation, because many of those countries were happy to live under Sharia. If you listen to the views of the people in Iraq and Afghanistan and these countries, they want Sharia, they want Islam. That's very different to Persia. It's very different to the Iranian people who have been enslaved by it. Now, we hear so much about feminism in the West, in Europe, in America, and we had the Me Too movement, and we had all these feminist groups and politicians and actors and celebrities speaking up. Well, the only real feminists I've seen in my lifetime, the only real brave, fearless women I've seen are Persian women, and they're in Iran. And they want to dance, they want theatre, they want art, and they want to show their hair. And for showing their hair, they've been butchered.
It's interesting you speak about these women, because the protests are clearly no longer just about Iran's failed economy and hyperinflation. Images of women lighting up cigarettes by burning the Ayatollah's pictures are going viral. They're burning their headscarves. For the women in Iran, there's been no closure, remember, despite the massive protests that happened in 2022 after the death of Mahsa Amini in police custody. So do you think that the Iranian women will now ensure that there are new beginnings for Iran this time around, where they're basically done with the Sharia, they're done with the hijab?
They never wanted the Sharia, they never wanted the hijab. It was forced upon them. So I pray that they do get their freedom, and I believe that we can play a role and we should play a role. And that's what I believe. So as I'm watching it develop, I've watched this for years, as you have. You just talk about previous protests, and I've watched and thought, is this the time? Is this happening now? Is it going to happen? Are they going to fall? This is the closest I've ever seen. This is the largest scale protest, the biggest rise, the biggest revolution we've seen. But I don't think they can do it alone, because right now, jihadists are flooding that country from Lebanon. They're flooding from Iraq. They're coming from all over the place, flooding into Iran to enslave, murder, and kill the uprising and the brave and fearless people. So what Sunday is about, and I think what the Western world needs to show now, and everyone who loves freedom and believes in human rights and believes in the rights of people, should be showing their solidarity, which is all I'm going on Sunday just to stand, to hope that those Iranian protesters who, if they can get a glimmer through Starlink and they can get internet access in any way, they can see that the world and the people and the free-loving people around the globe stand with them. Okay. And hopefully they get some inspiration from seeing that the world is watching. The world's watching. If we didn't have X, if Elon Musk didn't buy X, no one would know about this revolution, because the absolute failure of Western media, journalists, again, where are the celebrities? Where are all these people who speak up for Palestine? Where are they? Where are they now? When women are being butchered, murdered, men are being obliterated by the state with machine guns, people are being massacred for exercising their rights to oppose an Islamic fascist supremacist regime. Iran are behind everything. Iran have been behind all the terrorism in the world. The West will be a safer place. The world will be a better place if that Ayatollah falls. I can't wait to see the parties and the scenes in Iran when they're finally free. And I hope that this is, I think, the Islamic regime, I think if you can put it on their headstone, it'll be 1979 to 2026. Game over.